Hey, Craig.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I can.
What's going on?
I have got the weirdest scenario going. Um, I put in two offers on a multifamily, two multifamilies or two duplexes downtown, and
Yeah.
so we got the offers in. 24 hours later, I'm gonna actually pull up the text I get from this
Well,
guy.
let's jump in after this. So we'll talk after this because I know
Okay.
we're live on Impact Group and we got a lot of quick things to go over, and then I'll give you a call right after this. Is
Okay.
that cool?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Hey everybody, good morning. Impact Huddle. It is Friday the 26th. We're just going to roll through some quick starters right here, jump right into it. Thanks everybody for coming. Always throw some housekeeping in there. As always, remember there are two impact groups. The Impact Worldwide group is the one we're on right now. That's the original impact group. That is for announcements, interviews, training, live streams like we're on right now, agent introductions, and just news about the impact group as well as EXP resources. If you want to talk more about real estate and real estate related questions, go over to Impact Group Real Estate Collaboration. That's the one on the right there. It's a fairly new group, couple months old. So if you have recommendations for people, services that people are offering, if you're a closing coordinator, or if you want to kind of give someone some props as far as, they're a good service to use, that would be a place to do it. If you want to do your own training or anything like that, put it on there as well, and then share real estate experiences, ask questions. If you're asking local questions as well, depending on where you are, that's the place you want to do it. Try not to do that on EXP Worldwide or the Impact Group Worldwide, because we've grown so large that we are now around the world. So there's lots of people in other countries and other states that are on the Impact Worldwide group. And if someone asks, what's the best attorney in Uptown Charlotte, they don't really care, and it clogs up everything. So I just want to remind everybody of that. Jumping right in, last week we talked a little bit about Shareholder Summit coming up on May 17th to the 21st. Make sure you go to expshareholdersummit.com and sign up. It's important so that they can get all their ducks in a row as far as the amount of people that are coming and the amount of resources they need to put out. One of the great things that they offer at these events, this is going to be also in EXP World, so it will be a virtual event. EXPCon, which is the one after that, will be a live event from what I hear. We talked a little bit about that last week as well. But you see here on the right-hand side, these events have breakout sessions, which are really high engaging, high impact, dynamic types of breakout sessions based on a particular topic. And they are great to go to, and you actually sign up for them. So there's during those breakout sessions, obviously there's going to be 90 of them. They're different topics that have to do with anything from agent attraction to business building to building a team, anything you can think of. They've got breakout sessions on it. And so that you want to get set up and learn more about any of those things. If you want to learn more about Verbella, success, industries, you want to talk about international or commercial, there's going to be breakout sessions for all of those things so that you can learn about them and grow your business, grow your knowledge, and most importantly, help others. So make sure you go to this. Also, of course, Shareholders is about the company itself, our primary parent company, which is EXP World Holdings. And, we are all shareholders in that company. And that's what the stock is under. So all of these other companies, like I mentioned in the past, are feeding into EXP World Holdings, which is our stock that we are all shareholders with. So they're going to talk about where we are right now as a company and where we are going in the future. They always announce some really, really exciting things at these. So make sure you see the main stage information as well, and those sessions with Glenn and Dave and so forth. This was interesting. I saw a couple people post this. So we are considered an independent brokerage because we are not franchised. So some other companies that you see in here are Compass is another large one, Redfin, and then the which I forgot what they call it. The big independent, which is third. They just bought Allen Tate, Howard Hanna. So they're a huge independent as well in several states. You know, you see all these other companies, but we crushed the competition by almost 100,000 transactions. So we were number one in top independent transactions per Real Trends, which is the number one resource for stats in real estate. So I thought that was really cool to see. A lot of people just say we're a recruiting company, which is pretty funny. The fact that we dominate in transactions on an international level from an independent brokerage, as well as for those that you are here, of you that are here in Charlotte, you may or may not know this, but we are the number one brokerage in the Charlotte MLS for the last 2 years because we're considered one company together. I mean, if you were to take all of the Keller Williams and put them together, they probably have more transactions, but they probably have about 10 times the agents we have as well. So from a number capita standpoint, I think we're crushing it. We're making changes and we're only growing. We're doing some amazing numbers all around the country, not only here in Charlotte. This is something that is taken off in the last week or so. It's an attraction series. So inside of EXP University, if you go into Workplace and type in EXP University, you will see all of these different topics and series that are available. Agent Attraction is the latest series that they have put together, and this is really cool. They have top agent attraction agents from around the country, and they basically go on and teach what they do, how they attract agents, what their process is, how they do it. And I think this is really, really important for people to check out because everybody's a little bit different. You know, everybody has a different way of connecting with people. And, you know, if you basically connect with the way someone else does that, that's really what's going to lift you off the ground as far as attracting agents. And EXP gives us all an amazing opportunity basically to build our own organization, which is similar to a franchise, but there's no monetary investment. So by growing an organization, just by saying, hey, I do the business I already do and I get stock for doing it and I'm a shareholder, and because we're all part of the same company, everybody wants to help everybody, and I've grown my business just by being at this company. Would you be interested in that too? Yeah, let's check it out. And if they come aboard, you basically get to build and share revenue through that organization, which is completely life-changing. You know, you think about, you know, if someone were to say, you have the opportunity very easily, and I say very easily, to basically create an organization that will distribute and share revenue, you know, at $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 a month. If you think of what $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 a month of passive income would do for you and your family, it's pretty amazing. For most people, that would probably pay both of their car payments if they had 2 cars, and it would probably pay their mortgage. So that's basically like saying we're gonna buy your house and buy your cars, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. That would be pretty life-changing and allow you to do a lot of different things with your family, with your life, and not to mention invest back into your business, because now you're having more income that you can use to help build your business. When Shelly and I came to this company, that's one of the first things we did. We started receiving revenue from revenue sharing, and it was this, fairly small amount, but this was money we never ever had before. So we decided to reinvest into our business and do some things that we would have never done if we were just pulling off the top and taking some of our profit. That would be a much higher risk, but because that was money we never had before, there's really no risk. And that's how we've been here for 4 years, and we've tripled our production as a team. We were at around 42 million when we left KW, and we just did 124 million in production. And a lot of that has to do with reinvesting back into our business with that revenue share money. And not all of it, just obviously a small percentage of that. So think of that on whatever level that you're at. If you're a single agent and you're getting $500 a month in revenue share, that's money you never had, and you took $250 of that and put it back in your business every month, it would change your business. It would grow your business faster than if you didn't do that. So that's the way you got to think. Invest back into your business. I brought this up. I mean, last year we talked a little bit about this. So XCamp is a lot of different things, but most of us who know what XCamp is, it is a group inside of Workplace. And inside of Workplace, you can go to XCamp, look that up, and there's weekly tutorials and live teachings of just topics about anything. So if you want to do Facebook lead generation, advertising, if you want to learn how to schedule posts for different social media platforms, Canva, a lot of people use Canva for their graphics. You want to start your own YouTube channel, lead generation, even if you're not using KB Core, if you're using some other platform, it's basically a CRM, and they're teaching you how to utilize that and create leads. These are just quick, 6 fast ones that I took off of there. So these are classes that are videos on demand. He also teaches, the guy that does this teaches, I believe, weekly in EXP World. And I've always loved this channel inside of Workplace. They also call the breakout sessions at EXPCon and the Shareholders. I believe they call that XCamp as well. So they're basically just breakout sessions. These are housed right now inside of EXP World and stored on Workplace, but they are awesome. And I'm not picking on KW today, but I mean, I was there for 10 years and things were really awesome in the beginning. And one of the things I really loved about KW early on is at their national events, there would be sessions like this. You would learn from the best in the country, and they would teach you about non-company tools. But then it slowly got into like, they wouldn't talk about anything unless it was going to, unfortunately, make them money, which I understand they're a business, but it just became, they tried to shove everybody into their stuff, even though it wasn't the best. But that is the coolest thing about this company, is they are not worried. They're not trying to make money off of every little thing. They are offering the things that are really going to help us grow. And if we do more business, then we're all going to grow together. I think that's really important. I hope it stays that way. So check out XCamp in Workplace. I don't know if you guys saw, but we hit 49,000 agents last week. They announced a couple of more countries. So Brazil and Colombia are coming aboard in the next quarter, or I think maybe by the end of 2021. I didn't look and see what it was, but we're growing very, very rapidly. I think that's great for all. Like I said last week, for you guys that were not on a call, it's in Israel's another one that they're going to add that wasn't on there. But the importance of this is this allows us to grow as a company and create more top line revenue for the company, which helps the stock and makes investors more interested in our stock, which helps it grow. It also gives us all opportunity through relationships to expand our organizations around the world. And some of you maybe think like, well, I don't know anybody in Israel or South Africa or Hong Kong. How could I ever participate in this? But there are people, you'd be very surprised at how many people that you know that know someone else that knows someone else in Israel or India or other places around the world. And that's how it happens. We have people in Canada, of course, the US, Puerto Rico, the UK, I believe France, and India in our organization. And I don't know anybody in those countries. I mean, I know some of them now just through the people that attracted them, but everybody's got relationships, and that's the coolest thing about this. So when other companies branch into other countries, it means nothing to the agents. And they probably don't understand why we're so excited. Like when Italy opens and this opens and that opens, they're like, well, big deal. We're in all these other countries that you're not in. Well, it doesn't benefit them. And that's what they don't understand, unfortunately. And someday they'll figure that out. So it's really exciting when we grow our international footprint. So this is a topic I really, really wanted to talk about today, and I think is really important, and kind of piggybacks on what I just said as far as building an organization and what an organization is. An organization is basically a group of people that helps each other and grows and basically contributes in order to grow the betterment of that group. So as leaders, and I believe we are all leaders, everybody in this company has something to offer. And it may be a skill, it may be some experience that you have, it may just be direction, you could be a brand new agent, come to this company, and there is someone that's standing behind you that doesn't have the direction or the knowledge that you have because you've been here 3 days more than them. And that's the way you need to think. You got to always try and help each other. And you may not know anything, but you may know someone that knows something. And that's how you lend a hand to that person. If you see the little picture on the left-hand side, if we all reach down and pull someone else over the wall, we're all going to win. So, we're all leaders. We all have something to offer. It could be experience. It could be skill. It could be just direction. And what that stuff equals is retention, because everybody wants to grow and they want to be successful. And if they're growing and they're successful, they'll stay here and they'll stay within your organization. And then they're going to go be excited and tell everybody else how awesome it is. And that's what is really, really makes this model work. Some things, when you pull that person over the wall, so to speak, you should learn about the mentor program. Even if you don't want to be a mentor, you should learn what that entails and what those people that go through the mentor program learn and what the mentors do, so that you can have an intelligent conversation about it. Because you might meet a brand new agent and it says, well, is EXP good for new agents? And you can rattle off 3 different things or 4 different things, or the entire mentor program, what we do. The Fast Start series is huge. It's 14 classes. It's actually 13 because there's no number 3. And it really pulls you through, from learning about where things are to building a business. Once you get through there, you can graduate onto the Excel series, which is top agents in the company that have offered their tips and tricks and classes, and that's all archived as well. And then of course you got the Icon series. The Icon series are the top producing agents in the company that are taking their time to basically explain how they built their businesses and what they do to succeed. I always talk about workplace groups. You should be in workplace every day. We talked about the referral groups. There's the EXP referral group has between 30 and 40 referrals per day around the country. You can go in there and count them. Go into usually during the week. You can count tomorrow, look at today, and I bet you there'd be 30 to 40 referrals from around the country. That's free money. Go in there, develop relationships, learn how to use workplace chat, because workplace chat you should have on your phone. You could use it on your laptop as well. That is the quickest way to access anybody in this company. and people communicate through that app at a high level and very quickly. That's one of many ways you can. You should lean on your sponsor. And if for some reason your sponsor is not someone that you feel you can lean on, then reach around as far as who is around them and who's their sponsor and who are the people that you think are leaders within your organization. Our organization overall is called Impact. We just threw a name on it to give it some kind of identity, but you all have your own organizations that are within other organizations like Impact. So lean on the people within those other organizations as well. We always do as well. There's people that we're part of their organization and we basically reach out to them and they help us as well. EXP World, make sure you know how to use EXP World. And I spoke to someone yesterday about EXP World and they're like, you can actually talk in EXP World? I thought you had to just type. So, you don't know, people are just avoiding it because they think like, I don't want to go in there and type where I could just text someone. You can actually talk, yes. And in EXP World, when you do the drop down as well, you'll see a lot of rooms have a self-help tab, and that self-help tab is actually a room with buttons and descriptions that you can go into, and there's documents. So if you wanted to learn about anything, you want to learn about agent attraction, you want to learn about anything, policies and procedures, you can go in one of these self-help rooms, click it and download it right in the world. So those rooms are pretty cool as well. The broker rooms, make sure you go into a broker room. You just go into the drop down, pick your state, click on the state, it teleports you right to the room, and there's a broker on duty 90% of the time 100% of the time during regular hours. So there's always someone there to help you. And another way to do that is obviously to go through workplace chat. Know where the education calendar is. So you can go into Enterprise and click on into your dashboard and click on the education calendar. You should know where that is to help other people. You can also go to expcloud.com and that will bring the education calendar right up. Did you know that you can click on any class within the education calendar and it gives you a description and tells you what room it's in? You can also save it right to a Google Calendar from there if you wanted to put it on your calendar. So there's a lot of interactive things that people really don't know about. Of course, within Enterprise is your dashboard. That's where all of your transactions are. That's where all of your marketing is, your revenue share, your stock, everything. An important thing to know is your stock. Like there's a Morgan Stanley tab within Enterprise. If you click on that and then put in either your social or your EIN number, you only have to do it once, I believe, answer a couple questions. It will bring you right to your stock and what you've learned from the equity program. You should all be in that equity program, putting 5% of your commission towards stock at a 10% discount. I personally believe you're crazy if you're not doing that. That's free money. And that a lot of people are blown away a year after being at this company when they open that up and they see how much stock is in there. You also get stock awards. All of that stuff is in that Morgan Stanley tab. So if you haven't done that, go in there and look. And if you're not in the agent equity program, go into accounting in EXP World and just ask them if you are enrolled in that. And if you're not, I would definitely do it. So my point is, know where all of this stuff is and know that it exists, even if you're not going to use it. Fast Start is what everybody should take when they come into this company, whether they are experienced or not. They should at least take like the first 5. And, it's an EXP roadmap. So it shows you all of the different things that are available. Setting up your business. They don't have a number 3 yet. I wonder what they're going to put there. Mentor program. Like I said, just know what it is so you can help someone else and have it. It'll help you with agent attraction because a lot of people ask, is it good for new agents? understanding workplace. Workplace is gold. You need to know what's in there. Real estate fundamentals, and then it starts to get into business planning and lead generation, lead conversion, database management. These are all of the things that you need in order to build a successful business, and it's a roadmap. So you can take these on demand. You could even, or you can go in EXP World and take them. But this is just one of many, many things that are available. So you should know they're available. And last thing, I didn't have a whole bunch this week, and I went kind of quick, but I thought there were some important things that you guys need to know about. Lean on each other. Lean on the people that if you're going to introduce this to someone else, see who fits their personality, who fits their business, their past experience, their past company. It doesn't have to be about a pitch. It has, it's a lot of times it's just about, creating a relationship. And it's a long place sometimes. So introduce them to somebody and start that relationship, and don't put pressure on them, because they're going to move when the time is right. Because if you take a close look at this company, I don't see how you could not do it, because it's awesome. So, all right. That was quick and easy, 3 minutes early. I'll see you guys next week. And thanks for coming. Make sure you invite everybody. Appreciate you.